everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith E. Phillips. It is not November 4th anymore, but I haven't changed that since November 4th. It is November 28th. It is the last Friday in November, but yesterday was Thanksgiving and that didn't feel like a Thursday. And so today feels like a Saturday maybe, but I had yesterday off and I have the next 2 days off. I don't know what day it is, to be honest, but I do know that we're going to get, hopefully, a lot of work done over the next couple days. If you need a little refresher, I am working on draft 10 of my Regency romance, A Rogue's Guide to Winning a Wife, which is due out in spring of 2027. And I am working on sort of a final pass, a final developmental edit pass. And back a couple weeks ago, I made myself a little checklist chart of all the chapters and when I was going to hopefully finish them by, and I have good news, I'm actually a day ahead. So because we had Thursday Thanksgiving, I didn't schedule anything on this checklist for Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday I knew I was going to need to do like some Thanksgiving prep work, and then Thursday was Thanksgiving. So I was like, I don't want to pressure myself to also try to get work done. Like, I don't need to do that. I'm way ahead where, you know, the deadline is in January. I'm good to go. So I didn't schedule anything on here just in case I didn't have time to do anything. But Wednesday and Thursday, I did manage to get back here for a little bit. I did a little bit of work on Wednesday, a little bit of work on Thursday, and I finished everything I was supposed to be doing today. So that means not only am I a day ahead on my little chart, but I'm also in Act 4. I have less than 10 chapters to go. Act 4 has the most to change in it. The plot itself is not changing. We're not changing the outcome. We're not changing how the outcome comes about, but we are changing the setting. And so there's quite a few chapters toward the end that are going to need some tweaks to update the setting to this new location. We had talked in some vlog previously. I'm changing it to the panorama thing. Like, it's going to be so fun. So anyway, that's upcoming. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm really not. I really don't want to have to do this, but I do think it'll be for the best. I think once it's done, I'm pretty sure, you know, I'm going to like it at that point. I just don't want to have to do the work. You know how it is? So for today, I'm going to try to do at least 2 chapters. Chapter 32 has only minor changes to mess with. Chapter 33 is the one where I'm going to have to add like a little mini scene of sorts. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we're going to give it our best shot. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get through those 2 today. Originally, those 2 chapters are what I had on my little checklist for tomorrow. So if I can finish them today, we'll still be a day ahead. If I can do more, I will. My audacious dream goal would be to finish all of Act 4 over this weekend, but I think that's a stretch. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And I don't need to. That's the other thing. I do not need to do that. So I'm not pushing myself. I'm not putting any weird pressure on myself to like finish it this weekend. I don't need to do that. So I'm not going to unless it just sort of magically happens. Let's go ahead and get going on this final little section and hopefully finish it up. It's only about 8:30, 8:36, and I'm ready to go. So let's not waste any more time chatting. I mean, I like chatting, but also I need to get to work. We might have to utilize the phone box, which is right over here, because I made the terrible decision. I will tell you this. I made the terrible decision to download Threads. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Literally, why did I do that? I don't even remember. I was looking on Instagram, and you know how Instagram pops up every now and then where they're like, hey, look at these threads over here. You might want to check these out. And I'm always like, no, I don't want to look. But they're always like so enticing. I looked at something and then I was like, I'll just download Threads permanently on my phone. I'm scrolling on Threads, I scrolled on Threads a lot yesterday, okay? If you were on Threads for the whole Megan broke her ankle at Trader Joe's and her ginger boyfriend is a douchebag, like, we love that girl. I hope they find her. But anyway, yeah, I really need to stop looking at Threads because it's just fun, but also, like, it's such a waste of time. Anyway, let's put this away and get to work on this chapter. All right, I'm done with chapter 33, whatever chapter this is. I added a lot of words. It's kind of like a little mini scene with two characters that I like how it turned out. I think it's cute, and I think I'm just not sure, like, I feel like it needs something else to make sure it's necessary. Like, it's doing one thing, but I feel like it needs to do something else. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I'll maybe come back and fiddle with it a little more, but it definitely added like 700 or 800 words. Whoops, 785 words. Yeah, what are we up to in terms of the overall word count here? I'm getting a little nervous, I'll be honest. It's at 96,000 words. It's at 96,000 words. It's at 96,000 words. I will go back. I'll go back after I'm done, and I'm sure I'll be able to clean things up and reduce it a little bit. We did not talk about word count at all. Like, in terms of I'm sure there is some sort of upper limit, but is that 90,000, 95, 100,000? I don't know. So, okay, it's fine. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I'm just going through right now. I'm just doing these updates. It's not the end. We'll go back. We'll fiddle. And hopefully reduce it. I'd love to keep it under, oh my gosh, I'd love to keep it under 95. But there's another little mini scene I am going to add to the next chapter. And then I might be able to cut some words from the last several chapters. I'm just not sure. There might be some stuff I can cut in chapter 39. We'll see. In any case, I guess I'm just going to keep going. It's like 1:45, so the day is definitely not over yet. Maybe I'll try to get 2 more done. The next chapter also, like I said, has a good little chunky bit I'm going to add to it. But then the chapter after that has like no changes. So let's try to get through those 2 before 2 o'clock. I think we'll see what we can do. Okay, I'm trying to be quiet because everyone else is napping. I might go take a nap too, frankly. But I changed my mind about that next chapter. So I started working on, 33? I don't even remember. Where I was like, oh, I'm going to add a little mini extra scene thing. I think I'm going to skip it. It's not really necessary. And I think it's too samey to the little mini scene I added in the previous chapter. So I'm going to skip it. I think there's a better way to incorporate some of the stuff from that into a later chapter. So I'm just going to leave it for now. I can always go back and add something if I wanted, but I just don't want to. I think it's too much extra. So that means I've gotten through 4 chapters today. 2 of them were just like, I changed like 3 words, so I'm on track. I'm ahead, and I might go back there and poke at the next chapter a little later, but I'm gonna get some lunch. It's almost 1 o'clock, and I'm just gonna enjoy a little bit of a rest day, maybe. What a crazy thing to have happen. So I'll check back in with you either tomorrow or later today. Oh my gosh, hi, good morning. It's Saturday, I think. Yeah, it's Saturday. I'm so messed up on the days of the week. It's Saturday. I'm currently at the grocery store. I'm about to go in, grab a few things. We have so many leftovers still from Thanksgiving that we don't really need a whole lot, but we need like fresh vegetables and like fresh milk and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm here to grab that. It's it's pretty early. It's only about 8:30. I wanted to get here before too many other people showed up. So I'm going to go do that. I did not do any other work yesterday. I just scrolled on freaking threads for 2 hours. Anyway, the scene I have to do when I get home is like, it's kind of almost like a gather the troops kind of scene where the two main characters plus all of their friends are getting together to be like, how are we going to solve this major problem, right? And I have to change it so that their solution works out with that new setting I have for the ending. So again, like, the gist of the conversation will still be the same and the conclusion they come to will still be basically the same. It's just going to be a different venue. Some dialogue tweaks. And I think I'm going to add, the other thing I was going to add is like a little bit to the beginning. I'm going to rearrange the order in which people arrive at this meeting and hopefully give an opportunity for two of the characters to have like a little like one-on-one kind of conversation. Not anything crazy long, just something kind of brief. But that's the goal for today. I think that's the only thing I am like 2 days ahead at this point. So I don't have to do anything today, but that's the first thing I'm going to do. I should be able then to continue on to the scene after that. It'd be great to get through at least 2 chapters today. We'll see how we do. But I want to get in and get out and get home before whatever storm rolls through. We're supposed to get some sort of storm at some point today. It's very cloudy right now. It definitely looks like it's about to rain, but I think we're going to wait. I think it's going to wait until like later this afternoon or something, but I definitely do not want to be caught out in it. So I'm going to head inside, grab my stuff, and go home. All right, I'm home again. It's 10:30. Leave me alone. I got home like an hour ago, but I needed something to eat, and then obviously I had to just piddle about for a while. So anyway, I'm back here. I'm on chapter 36. It's actually pretty short. It's only about 1,400 words long. So yeah, I just feel like I just have to change a bunch of stuff in here. So, like we said before, let's go ahead and get started. See what I can do, and then move on. What does my schedule actually look like for today? Hold on. I also need to start wrapping Christmas presents, so I really want to do at least a little bit of that today. This chapter is the only one I feel like I need to finish today. I'm still like 2 days ahead, so it doesn't really matter, but I'd like to finish it today. But it's literally like the next 3 chapters are all like big changes. I'm just lazy. I just don't want to do it. I think it'll be better once it's finished. I just don't want to have to do the work. So anyway, let me get to it and finish this up, and then it'll be done, okay? I have Mr. Man in here to help me. Mr. Man, Nahan, look. You such a lazy boy. Yeah? Are you sleepy? You're a sleepy boy? 2 days left. Okay, I know I've said this before, but this guy group of friends is just the best. I love them. One of the notes from my editor was like, can you add like more of the guy friends doing things together? And I was like, absolutely no problem. Banter for days. And so they're all gathering, like I said, for this figure out how to beat the big bad guy at the end or whatever. And I'm adding this section with them. They're so fun. I can't wait for you to meet them. They're just the best. Okay. It's almost noon. I'm not anywhere near done with this, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm not like super hungry. We have so many leftovers, and I made soup last night with some of the leftovers, so I'm definitely having that for lunch. But yeah, let me try to get a little more ways into this, and then I'll break for lunch. It's about quarter after noon. I'm gonna take a little break, get some lunch, and then get back here for like the second half of this. I'm just like losing focus. I'll get through it today. We'll get through it today. Lunch first. This is the best soup. It's the only soup I like to eat. I'll put a recipe in the description. It's from a blog post from like 2010. It's so old and it's so freaking good. The last of the crusty bread, and the piece de resistance. You can't even see it, but it is the jellied cranberry sauce. Ridge is intact. I am so full now. Oh my gosh, the soup is so good. It probably is because it has a whole stick of butter plus a cup and a half of half and half and a half cup of heavy whipping cream in it. That might be like part of what is happening to make it so delicious, but it's very good. 10 out of 10 I recommend. I think this is like my favorite recipe that I make. Like, hands down. But you can't have it too often because I don't think it's super healthy. Anyway, let me put away my dishes here and get back to this book. This book of mine. It's 1:30. I'm done, like, basically. I don't like how this chapter ends. It feels very abrupt, I think. I kind of do a thing where it's like one character is like, ooh, I have an idea. And then he explained what his idea was to everyone else in great detail. And then everyone's like, wow, what a great idea. And then they all leave, like, to go home. But it just feels like abrupt. I don't know. I don't love how it ends. But the main changes are at least in place. I'm going to take a little break. Maybe get a present wrapping station set up in the guest room, because I do need to do some of that later. Find all of the freaking wrapping paper. Actually, well, I know where it is. It's in that closet right there. I have to get to the wrapping paper. Anyway, let me do that for a little bit, and then maybe we'll come back and look at the next chapter. The next two chapters are like the big ones to change, where we're at the panorama instead of another ball. Oh no, wait. I think the wrapping paper is in the guest room closet. Is that right? Why did I put it in there? It's not in here. Yeah, it's in there. Now listen. This is the Christmas tree, which I will not be getting out. This is the wrapping paper. This is also a Christmas tree. I need to just get rid of this. Okay, let's just get this out. Apologies to my aunt. It's smeared and now it looks like Halloween horror font. Merry Christmas. Every year someone gets Wilfred. If you know, you know. Alright, so I did come back here to try to get a little more work done on the next chapter, and I was marginally successful. I did start the next chapter. I got through like sort of the intro portion, and I kept getting interrupted. So I have in fact started chapter 37, but that is what I'm supposed to be finishing tomorrow. So hopefully on Sunday, I'll be able to get it done. See you then. Good morning. We have to start today with absolutely terrible news. The news is I have to go back to the grocery store. I feel like there's always something. There's always something that I don't get that I realize that we need after I get home. So last night, I did the dishes and I got out the dish detergent to put in the dishwasher to clean the dishes, and the bottle is like almost empty, and I was like, oh. It's good for maybe another wash, but I'm gonna need to do more than one wash between now and next weekend, so I need to go back and get more dishwasher detergent. There's a couple other things I can pick up that aren't like must-haves, but if I'm going back, I'll at least pick up a few other little things, but that's annoying. So I'm going to do that later this afternoon. It is just about 9 o'clock now, and I'm going to get back to chapter 37 and hopefully finish it up. What do I have left? I have 37, 38, 39, and the epilogue. The epilogue, I am pretty sure I'm not going to change. It's very short, but I like it. I think it's very sweet, and there's an element to it that is something that's like, I don't know, I guess like really personal to me. And so I don't really want to change that at all. But these last 3 chapters do have quite a few changes. So definitely gonna finish 37 today. If I can start working at least on the next chapter, that would be great. I think what I'm gonna do also, I was thinking about this last night, I feel like it's so annoying if I end the vlog with me like 2 chapters from the end, essentially. So I think I'm gonna keep vlogging through like Monday and Tuesday and just give you a mega vlog of actually finishing this draft, because I should be done, as far as I can tell, I should be done by Tuesday at the latest. So anyway, let's not waste any more time. It's 9 o'clock, like I said. Oh, and today, it's November 30th. I don't know. It went out on its own yesterday. So I'm going to light it and see how she does. But I think it really did last until the final day of November. And she was just like, I'm done. Cut the cameras. I'm finished. Poor girl. Anyway, she lived a good life, but we'll see if she got any more in her, and then she's gonna go in the garbage. Let's get started. You guys, I don't know if it's gonna work. It's not lighting at all. I think she's dead. Aw. I'm glad you were here with me at the end of all things. Poor little candle. She's trying. Look at her ember, her little glow. She's trying her best, but it's not gonna work. Now we gotta finish this book for the pumpkin spice. We gotta do it. We gotta do it in memory of pumpkin spice. Should I dedicate the book to pumpkin spice candles? I don't know who I'm dedicating it to yet. I mean, I think that's a great option. Let me know what you think in the comments. It is 12:30. I'm still working on this dang chapter. I don't even know. I'm like kind of almost done. This is painful. It's painful. I'm trying to add new stuff and then connect it to the old stuff, and it's just like the biggest pain. The biggest pain of all time. Anyway, like I said, it's 12:30. I'm gonna take a break, get some lunch, some more of that soup. The soup will make me feel better. Soup and cranberry sauce. I mean, what a banger lunch. Let me go get that real quick, eat, and then be back to this nonsense. Okay, back at the grocery store once again. I have good news though. I finished the chapter with a big asterisk. Okay, so I finished going through this chapter. It was painful. It's so long. I'm like, why is this longer than the original one? I don't understand. It's like 400 or 500 words more, which I'm just like annoyed about that. I don't know. I need to go back through. The big problem right now is I need to go back through and like edit it, because I cannot tell you the number of times I used the word room in this section. It's a lot of times. And so anyway, there's just a lot of like more line level stuff that I definitely want to go back through and sort of pick at, but I'm just gonna keep pushing forward. I'm so close to being done with like this initial pass. I just want to keep going and finish it. So I'm taking my little break. It's almost 2 o'clock. I'm gonna run in here for just like the 1-2 things I need and then head back home. I'll start working on, is it the second to last chapter? What do I have left? I'm gonna work on the next chapter when I get back. I don't feel like I'm gonna finish it today, maybe. I forget what I even have to do in it, so we'll see. It's another one though that will have like quite a few changes in it. So let's go ahead and get my crap in this dang store and get home. Do you want a grocery haul? Oh my gosh. No, just kidding. I mean, I'll show you. Aside from the really thrilling dishwasher detergent, they also had a good pack of my favorite bagels. So I got that. A lot. They do these variety packs at this store, which I hate because they always end up mixing in one of those like cheese bagels, which is an absolute no for me, or one of the like everything bagels, which I'll eat, but they're just not my favorite. And I hate buying a variety pack where I don't like all of them. Anyway, then I needed some new makeup remover, and Garnier is apparently cruelty-free. So I got that. I always try to look for cruelty-free like makeup products. I had some setting spray, which is also e.l.f. brand, which is cruelty-free. We love to see it. And okay, they had a new section in the makeup area with Emco Beauty. It was like, it's an Australian brand, and I was like, cool. But it also was like animal, you know, cruelty-free. So I got a concealer to see if I like it, because if I like it, I'll buy it again since it's cruelty-free. Anyway, I spent more money than I was meaning to, so let's go home. Okay, I'm back home. I'm on chapter 38. I'm on chapter 38. This one, mainly the part that needs to change is like the opening. I might be able to cut some words there because I've kind of rearranged where characters are within this venue. We'll see how that goes. And then the rest of it should basically be the same. There's also, I just realized this as I was working on one of the last chapter or two, there's an element to the way I changed the story and the fact that this is now taking place at a panorama and there's some other elements going on. It kind of ties up another piece of the story even better than it previously did, which I'm really excited about. It gives one of the main characters a legitimacy that they didn't have previously. So I'm really excited about that. Let's see what I can do. It is about 2:45 now. I'm not concerned a lot about like finishing this chapter necessarily today, but it'd be nice to make some headway in it. So let's do a little bit more work. It's 3:45. I just finished chapter 38. Applause, please. I have one chapter in the epilogue to go. The epilogue, I'm probably not changing anything, so I really just have one chapter. What do I have to do in this final chapter? Ooh, okay. I do have a bit of... Oh, you know what? No, I don't want to change that. Okay, I'm thinking about like setting stuff. So in the original version, there's an element of how long does it take to get from the final setting back home. In this version, where I've set the panorama within London is really close to their house, so the distance there is like shrunk way down. It's going to take them like no time at all to get home. There's like an element here in this final chapter that I need to fiddle with because the distance is going to be different. So I just sort of need to play with that. Could I move the position of the panorama within London so that it is farther away from their house? Maybe, but there is a specific reason I picked this place. Do I remember off the top of my head what that reason was? No. I don't remember why I chose Lincoln's Inn Fields, which I'm so sorry. That is the worst name. Lincoln's Inn Fields. I hate that name with a fiery passion. Why did I pick that for this location? There was a reason, because I spent time looking like where could this kind of place be within London. I picked this for a reason. I don't remember. I probably should just leave it. But I don't know. Okay. We're going to fiddle with that tomorrow. I'm done for today. I have this one chapter to go. I'm going to work on it Monday and then hopefully be done. This last chapter is not that long. It's less than 2,000 words. Oh, and I did manage to cut words out. I cut about 300 words out of chapter 38. So that makes up a little bit for the added words in chapter 37, not by very much. Ooh, what are we sitting at? What are we sitting at for a total word count? Doesn't matter. No one's told me anything about words, so I shouldn't be that worried. I'm not worried. I'm just like annoyed about it. Okay, I'm at 96.5 right now. That's that. Okay, and I should not be adding like another 500 words to this final chapter, so that means that's probably about where it's going to stay. Okay, I'm not like horrifically mad at that. Hopefully I can clean up a little bit and reduce it. We'll find out next week. Tune in next time to see what I can manage in that front. Okay, for now I'm going to be done. I'll check in with you again tomorrow and we'll finish this up. I'm very excited. Wow, she is the moment. She is the vibes. This is the Monday look. This is what you get on Monday. I thought about like, doing things and I was like, you know what? Absolutely not. So, good news. This morning, I finished the final chapter. I read through the epilogue. I changed one thing. Okay, oh my gosh. This one thing, I was like, literally, how did you not consider this like 17 drafts ago? All right, so the epilogue takes place 5 months after the final chapter. And at the top of the epilogue, I have in italics 5 months later. And I have the number 5, the numeral 5 months later. It should be written out. F-I-V-E, 5. You don't start a sentence with a numeral. Are you crazy? Anyway, that's what I learned from my copy editing class. But I was just like, but I should have known that. Like, I should have, like, it's been 5, the number, since draft 1. I've sent this to numerous literary agents. My literary agent read it. My editor read it. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. But I was just like, how did you not notice this like so long ago? Anyway, I fixed it. Don't worry. So that's the only thing I changed in the epilogue. And after that, it really didn't take me that long this morning. I think I changed a little bit in that final chapter, and then I was done. I exported it out of Scrivener. I have it now all nice and pretty in Word. What I'm going to do now, oh my gosh, I have to read this book again. I have to read the book again. We have to read it again. I wish I kept track of like how many times have I actually like read through this thing from top to bottom, because it's definitely been like 7 dozen times at this point. Oh my gosh. Gotta read it again. And I've got to fix it up. Like I said in one of the previous clips, like some of the new stuff I've put in is definitely like first drafty, and so I need to do just some sort of line level editing, zhuzhing, fixing things up and stuff like that. I also realized I had been like the name of a character was getting a little goofy, so there's some like details like that. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to read through it again. I'm going to try to do this relatively quickly. I really want to send this to my critique partner so she can read it and tell me if it's terrible. I just want to send it to her. I just want it off my plate, and I want it on her plate so she can look at it. But I'm also not interested in sending her something that's, you know, first drafty. I guess my goal is then to finish this reread, fix up any little things that I need to fix up this week, the first week of December. Happy December. Oh, it's Monday, December 1st. Happy December. Yeah, fix it up so that I can send it to her by like Friday. I feel like that should be pretty doable. Should we do another? I'll probably do another little chart so I can, you know, check things off as I go. But anyway, so yeah, we're done. We're done, sort of. But like, I'm done with the basic adding and subtracting and fiddling based on the notes my editor sent me. So that's where we stand here. I also, just like some housekeeping stuff real quick. I was looking at my calendar for December, like what videos am I going to film? And obviously if this book is off with somebody else for, I don't know how long it's going to take her to look at it, a little while. I'm not going to have anything to do with this for a little while until she gets back to me on it. I have some other things I can do, but I don't really want to vlog it necessarily. So I was looking ahead to see like what videos am I posting? And I mean, we're like at the end of the year. And so I was like, oh, I need to post like a 2025 wrap-up video. And then I was thinking about like 2026 goals video and like some different things like that. So I'm not entirely sure what this month is going to look like in terms of the video schedule. We'll definitely have something for next week. I had sort of a one-off like sit-down-y kind of video I think I'm going to do. I'll do the 2025 wrap-up. I won't have anything December 26th. It's the day after Christmas. Like, I'm not doing anything that week. And then I'll have a 2026 goals up for you the very first week of January, which is crazy. I can't believe we're already at this point in the year. All right, so I think that's going to be it for this little video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, you can click the subscribe button. I usually post videos on Fridays. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!